Hello and welcome to the Tea Cosy Folk vlog for August. Coming at you from the summer house, and I've got lots to show you this month. I've got things that I'm working on and tea cozies and chocolate orange cozies and I've been thinking about Halloween, so I want to tell you about that as well. But I'm going to start with, this is August chocolate orange cozy. So if you've got the calendar for this year, this is August. You get a little bee. So, and he's usually they're knitted from the bottom and worked up, but this bee's worked from one end to the other, and that's how he's worked. And then you get the stripes going the right way. And so that's the little bee, and he's in the calendar for August now. And later on this month, the ladybird chocolate orange cozy pattern will be available from the website. I think it's the 15th of August, but I'll let you know down below. But yeah, so the little ladybird will be available as a standalone pattern. And I don't know if you know, but I've been working on a calendar for next year, and I've got to the point where I've designed all 12 little cozies, and I'm just developing the little patterns. And then yeah, so I'm hoping to have the Tea Cosy Folk calendar for 2025 coming out by the end of October. That's what I'm aiming for. So I'll let you know. I'll keep you posted. Well, if you keep watching the vlogs, you'll find out when it's available. Or you could join the newsletter, and then you'll be notified by newsletter when the calendar's available to buy. Here's a tea cozy hot off the knitting needles. This is the Excalibur T Coy, and I finished this not long ago. And as you can see, there's the stone at the bottom, the rock, and then the anvil on the top, and Excalibur's stuck in the anvil. So it's not been drawn yet, but and there's wild brambles growing around it, and there's some ivy berries down here. So this is my Excalibur T Coy. This tea cozy knitting pattern will be on the website on the 22nd of August. There'll be a newsletter go out about it. But do you know what? I think it's really cool. I like the anvil. And you know, I said in the previous vlog, you know, if you wanted to turn it into a wedding tea cozy, you know, for anybody getting married at Gretna Green, if you know anybody eloping, yeah, it'd be good for that, wouldn't it? You know, change the... Well, do you know what? You could do all the same, but just knit some rose flowers, couldn't you, and put them on. And then you could have, you know, roses and do it in pretty colours rather than all the greys. And it'd be good for a wedding, wouldn't it? Be a nice wedding present. On the 29th of August, the hot water bottle... I was going to say tea cozy then. It's not a hot water bottle tea cozy. The hot water bottle knitting pattern will be available on the website for the bouquet. Now, the bouquet, this is my development one, so it didn't make the grade. So I've been using it, and it's really nice actually. It's quite cozy on your toes. But so on the, I'll show you a video of the other one. But anyway, it's got intarsia that is in a flower design on the bottle. And it's on both sides on the real hot water bottle cover, but and it's designed to look like, you know, like you're holding a bouquet, like they used to have in the 80s, you know, when they used to come in polythene and a big bow on. That's what I was thinking when I designed it. But there's lots of different sorts of flowers. There's rose looking ones and some that look like hibiscus. And yeah, and this cozy will be on the website from the 29th of August. And it's quite nice. Look, you've got buttons here so you can get into your hot water bottle. And then up here, oh, I've made a new buttonhole there. Up here, it covers all of this, you know, because if this bit's exposed, it's quite hot there when you've, you know, just made your bottle. But look, you don't need to take the cover off to get the water in. and it's really good, and it's really nice on your toes actually. I always think, you know, knitted things on your feet feel nice, you know, like homemade socks. So this pattern will be on the website really soon. Now I've got something really different to show you, because it's not a knitting pattern. It's a little sewing project, and it's on the freebie page of the website. I'll put the link down below, but you can download it, and you can make a little stocking, and it's made in felt, but any fabric that didn't fray would be good. And it just shows you to cut it out, and then you blanket stitch around, but then you've got a bit of room inside to put little gifts. You know, you could put sweets or candy canes, or you know, those little handbag size perfumes. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? To get a little perfume inside, you know, and they're nice for hanging on the Christmas tree, you know, or giving as a gift, or even, you know, for place markers. You could put somebody's initials on it and put it on the dining table for Christmas Day, so people know where they're going to sit. But it's a little free pattern. I made it because I work with a charity, and they've been asked to make chocolate orange covers and little stockings to hold sweeties for elderly people this Christmas. They like to give a little gift, and they asked us if we'd knit and crochet and sew things, you know, to add a bit more to, you know, a simple couple of sweets or a simple chocolate orange, because chocolate orange on its own is a bit dull, isn't it? But you know, as soon as you put covers on them, they're really magical, aren't they? And they're lovely for Christmas. So that's why I made this little stocking, because we needed a free pattern and I couldn't find one anywhere. So I thought, well, I would just quickly do one and put it on the website so everybody's got access to it. So, you know, if you want to go and download this little sewing pattern, you can make it in an evening. They don't take very long, and you can make one too. I want to tell you about my idea for Halloween. And I was thinking, you know, trick-or-treaters coming round, or if you're having a party and you have a bowl of sweets on the side, I thought I'm going to transform an ordinary box of Quality Street into a Halloween extravaganza. That's the aim. But what I thought was, now I know some of you don't like spiders, but that is kind of the point, because if you're scared of spiders, that's good for Halloween, isn't it? You know. Anyway, what I thought I would do was to cover the box, and then, because there's 8 corners on a Quality Street box, so then I thought I'd have 8 legs coming up and a big spider on top. So if you want to get a sweet, you've got to brave the spider. And I thought what would make that even better was, I don't know, if he's got hairy legs, or, you know, things that touch you as your hand goes in, just to make you feel a bit creepy. So just for the record, I don't like spiders either. They terrify me. But he's going to be a knitted one. He'll be, well, he won't be cute, but, you know, he's made out of yarn, and we all love yarn. Anyway, that's going to be one of my Halloween ideas. I've got a couple of others that I want to try and squeeze in before Halloween as well. And I know to, you know, you out there, it probably feels like ages till Halloween. But I've looked in my diary and it's chock-a-block, and there isn't much time to get my Halloween things in. So I'm doing them now and getting them in, because, you know, I really love Halloween. It's fun, isn't it? I like spooky and creepy, and it's just a bit of fun. And I want to do some Halloween projects this year. So that's what I'm doing next. The last tea cosy I've got to show you is what I'm working on at the moment. And this is Florence Nightingale. And as you can see, she's got a big blue dress on. She's got a hand. This one's ready for holding the lantern. And she's wearing a nurse's apron. And this is a little armband. I'm going to embroider a red cross on there. So, you know, she's part of the Red Cross. And because they were both established, you know, around the same kind of ballpark. Here she is, and her apron does up at the back. And on her head, she's got a covering to cover her hair. You know, because she was big on keeping clean and making sure, you know, infections didn't start. So she would have thought, you know, having something on her head to keep her hair out of the way, because you don't want, you know, bits of hair falling into wounds. And there she is, and she's going to have a little lantern in her hand. I'm going to make one of those, you know, the storm lamps. I love storm lamps. And I thought that's what she's having, because, you know, she's in a wartime. She's in a war zone. It's the Crimean War, and you'd need a lamp that was more or less bomb-proof, wouldn't you? So I'm thinking a little storm lantern, and because they run on oil, aren't they? And that's what I'm thinking. She's having one of those. So yeah, so that is my Florence Nightingale, and I'm still developing the pattern. I've not finished yet. It looks like I'm nearly done, but I'm not. This is perhaps halfway through, and because I've still got the lantern to do. And she will be hopefully on the website on the 12th of September. So that's what I've penciled her in for. So so that's what I'm hoping for, fingers crossed. So yeah, so she'll be there then. And that's all I've got to show you this month. Of course, it's August, so it's holiday season, and everybody's going away, aren't they? And I've got a little holiday booked with my mum, and we're going to go away just for a week. But I will be knitting on my holidays. But it's really nice going out on holiday, and, you know, and having little day trips and things, because I find lots of inspiration in that. And, you know, and you have to go out and find inspiration, don't you? And, you know, I don't know, feeds the mind. So hopefully I'll go away and come back with lots of ideas of things I want to knit. So I hope you have a good August, and I hope you have a nice holiday if you've got one due this month. And I'll see you again in September. But until then, stay safe and well and keep knitting. And I'll be back soon. Bye.